ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits.
Subscribe. A lot of details into this, and I like that.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Hot Toys figure review on not a Hot Toy, but the 1/6 scale ShartimusPrime custom action figure by Dave Wheeler. Thank you so much, Dave. This thing is incredible. He just sent it my way. Didn't ask for it. I really appreciate it, man. This thing is awesome. And you gotta check out his website, Mindwave Comics. Very multi-talented this Dave Wheeler is. He also wrote The Misadventures of Wonder Boy, which is really cool, or created by Dave Wheeler, so he made it and wrote it, so very cool. Nice artwork in here too. Reminds me of Invincible, so if you like Invincible, I really think you're gonna like this. I very much dug it, so check out Mindwave Comics, link in the description below. And this custom right here is very cool. Very impressed with this. I really like it a lot. I don't know exactly what the base body was. I'm not too familiar with all the different parts, except for I know that Infinity Gauntlet is from Marvel Select Thanos. As you guys may or may not have seen, I wasn't a big fan of those shoes, so I ended up buying some replacement shoes over here, which we'll take a look at in a second. But yeah, let's look at the accessories that came with this. So for accessories, Dave included 3 interchangeable hands for the right hand, and then we just get the Infinity Gauntlet for the left hand over here, plus an action figure for the Shartimus figure to hold, which is really cool. We get this little mini Iron Man over here, which I think is a HeroClix. I'm not sure if it's a HeroClix figure or not, but I think it's really dope. Now we get this fisted hand as we saw earlier. He also has this gun holding hand right here, and then he has this action figure holding hand. Now getting these hands to kind of hold an actual guns, I feel like this plastic is very stiff, so I want to heat it up with a hairdryer before I try to get him holding guns and stuff like that. Now I like what he did here. He did touch up the paint, making it look a little brighter, I think. I think this looks pretty cool. Now one thing I wanted to do though too is just in case if I wanted to take off the Infinity Gauntlet, I used this Wolverine left hand right over here, very hairy as you can see, yeah, so very hairy right there. So I think that works out pretty well. But yeah, for the most part, or so far since I've had this figure, he's been posed with the Infinity Gauntlet. So here's looking at the ShartimusPrime head sculpt, which I really think looks like me. I think he did a really good job with this. I do think the flesh tone's a little on the light side, but really, especially when you look at it from a 3/4 angle from the side, that really does look like me, I think. I really like the beanie on there. That's a very nice touch. This jacket, which we'll take a closer look at, or it's a sweater really. I have a sweater that's very similar to this, even the same kind of fabric right there in the center. But I really think he did a great job with this. I really like this a lot. It really captures my smile. The likeness is just really well done, man. Actually, for a why the hell not, let's get a 360 look at the head sculpt without the beanie on there. I just didn't expect that to really look like my hair, so I'm very impressed with this. I actually like this even more now, and I didn't think that was possible. Now, of course, the figure has the ShartimusPrime t-shirt in white, as opposed to the blue one that I actually did make. I did want to make a white one, though, but instead of it saying toys are hella sick, I wanted it to say hella whack in it. And then I wanted to have a brown one that said taking fat shits. I wanted to have a green one that said taking fat hits, and then a red one that said reading comics. And you can see I have the Wolverine hand right over there on the left side. I really like how on the back of the sweater he used the Attack on Titan Recon Core right there. I think that is hella sick. That is so badass. Makes this sweater actually cooler than the one I actually have. And then he has his jeans right over here, which look very nice. I'm a jeans wearing guy, and I've been known to have lanky kind of legs. So I really do think this is suiting for my body type. I'm not a big fan of these shoes though. I talked about that right when I opened the figure. I'm like, oh, those shoes. I'm a Chuck's wearing dude. So I did buy some Chuck Taylors online, but the feet don't really match up over here. So what I have to do is I have to like swap these out with the actual foot. I'll talk about it with Dave later on. But anyway, looking at these jeans though, these are very cool. So yeah, hey, there's my own butt. Look at my butt. Did it smell like gallo pinto? Because I love gallo pinto. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to try to take these off and put on the Chucks to see how that looks. So for right now, that doesn't look too bad. It looks a little bit more complete with the Chuck Taylors, I think, yeah. But yeah, eventually I'm going to have to swap those feet out so I can make it a little bit more legit. So the articulation on this figure is very good, and it has been very fun to pose. So you can move his head up a reasonable amount. Hey, it looks up that much and moves down that far. You can rotate the head side to side, and you do get some neck pivot in there as well. It's a little on the loose side, but not too bad. He does have an armpit joint right over here that moves in and out, and the shoulders move outward, they rotate forward. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that move all the way in. The wrists move side to side and they hinge up and down. He does have a diaphragm joint that crunches forward and back, and it does have some pivot and rotates side to side. Also get the same articulation at the waist joint over here, pivot, crunches forward and back, and side to side movement. For him having jeans, it's actually pretty articulated. You get the legs to spread out that much, can kick forward quite a bit, moves back a little bit, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, then the ankles move down, up, rotate side to side, and of course he's got ankle pivot. Very wise man, Dave Wheeler. Gotta give Shartimus the ankle pivot. So this is a 1/6 scale figure, and Shartimus stands at about 12 inches tall. And here's all 3 custom Shartimus figures that I have from my amazing viewers. You guys are so cool, man. Damn. Okay, so here's the Creo Transformer Shartimus over there. Then there's a human Shartimus with a toilet and an action figure and everything. I really like that. It's pretty cool. And then there's our Hot Toys or 1/6 scale Shartimus over here. And then here's Shartimus Prime compared to Sean Long. What's up, Sean Long?
What up, big kid?
Hey, you know when you visit my house, you gotta take a hit.
Okay. Oh, taking fat hits.
And here's Shartimus compared to the Hot Toys Tony Stark. Now Robert Downey Jr. is 5'9", I'm about 5'11", so I guess that kind of works out into scale. And then here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Much better. Again, David, thank you so much, man. This thing is just so cool. I'm just so happy with it. Thank you, man. All I gotta do is just switch out the feet so he's got the chucks, and then we're all set, man. Really, really appreciate it, man. And I hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right over there. Check out my last 2 videos right on the side over here. And don't forget to go to Dave Wheeler's website, mindwavecomics.com. Again, link is in the description below. Thanks so much, man. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Actually, I hope.
Oh shit! That went flying. Damn.